I'm here to tell you there are some things that Daniel and I feel mighty strong about in camp. We'll tell you what it is next.
You are Locked On Bulldogs, your daily podcast on the Georgia Bulldogs. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Locked On Bulldogs podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. He's Clint. I'm Daniel. Today's episode brought to you by our friends over at FanDuel, where you can make every moment more. FanDuel.com. More on them in a moment. Clint, fall camp is here, which means it's officially football season, which means the winter is over and the actual winter is coming. By winter, I mean summer. The metaphorical winter is the literal summer, and the literal fall and winter are the spring.
If you like the summer, I tracked with everything. Is that if you think summer is great, you are putting all of your hopes to make it through 3 months into the hands of a man who doesn't know what a frontline starting pitcher is. That's what you do. That's your choice, not mine.
And that, friends, is a you problem.
It's a you problem. My problem is I couldn't wait to get here soon enough. We got 3 things to talk about. We have a couple of I'm just going to say, what are you going to stake your flag in? On this hill, I will die, and you are going to name it and claim it.
That's right. It could be viewed as a hot take.
Could be.
But they're not hot takes because we believe in them so strongly that in our minds, friends, they're the most sensible of sensible takes.
To think differently is to be on the hot take side.
That's a hot take if you disagree with us. So if you have a hot take and you disagree with us, you can let us know in the comments. Obviously, if you want all of Clint and I's takes, you go to betweenthebanter.beehive.com. If you're watching on YouTube, it's on your screen right now. There's also a link in the description. Betweenthebanter.beehive.com. That's where you can sign up for a free newsletter that Clint and I send out each and every week. It goes out on Wednesdays. And there's a season preview coming for every subscriber to the newsletter, and so make sure that you are subscribed for that coming I think on Friday. The newsletter is going to drop, or the season preview is going to drop on Friday, Clint, and so make sure that you are signed up for the newsletter. You can also send us an email, lockedonbulldogs@gmail.com. Clint, what's your first take, your first prediction coming out of fall camp?
Okay.
Where are you going to go?
All right. I want to ask you, Daniel.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 2 options. You can take the option of, I'm going to say a name that you and I have not uttered this entire offseason. Okay. That's option 1.
Okay. That's take number 1. It involves a name that has not been spoken. I can't fathom a name that we haven't said the entire offseason.
I'm here to tell you there's a name we haven't spoken that is going to be instrumental. Yes, I said instrumental.
Okay.
In UGA early on. Or my other option, Daniel, I'm going to give a bold declaration as to somebody on offense that is going to be instrumental as well.
Okay.
And you're not going to like the reason why.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, I feel like I'm going to save that one for the 3rd segment.
Okay, great.
Okay, so I don't have my bucket right here, so I'm going to need to go collect it. But let's start with the name that I haven't. He who has not been named.
Yeah, that's right.
Clint, what is this declaration, and who is this player that's going to be instrumental for Georgia, even though apparently nobody, including us, are talking about it?
We haven't spoken his name all offseason, and it's a little bit for a reason. The reason is because we have had a plethora of other people to talk about in the defensive back room. Defensive backs, cornerback, safety, star has been a source of Daniel's eyes focus. They've drawn our attention.
Yeah,
we've talked about the transfers, talked about Gentry Williams.
Yeah,
who we think can hit in this system and think can play very well. We talked about Khalil Barnes. We talked about Riddle. A name that we haven't talked about that will be playing often, will be playing early, and you better hope can bring the game that we thought he would 2 years ago.
Oh.
I'm not talking about the man that's going to be catching 50-yard bombs in a Falcons jersey. But I'm talking about the brother of one Zachariah Branch, and that's Zion Branch, Daniel. Here's why. Safety is an unknown thing right now. Again, we got 3 guys in the defensive back room. We think Dinkins can come on over. But I just ask you, Daniel, I said this name last time. I said Dan Jackson last time, and I said we don't have that problem. Our floors are not Dan Jackson's anymore. We needed Dan Jackson the first game at Clemson a couple of years ago in which you were searching for water to play out of his mind and then continue playing out of his mind that entire season. Yeah. We needed him, and he progressed, and he did great. And I said, well, we don't have that problem this year. We have dudes that's got skill. However, Daniel.
Okay.
What if Zion Branch is Dan Jackson this year? What if coming out of camp, he is steady Eddie? And by the way, Zion Branch, this is not a knock on you. If you're Dan Jackson, do you know what that means? You're a starting draftable safety that played for a championship level team. That's what that means. Full stop.
Yeah. You're really good.
You're really good. This is what I'm trying to say, okay? What if Zion Branch does become that? Is the guy that's in the back in the defensive back room of the safeties, and he's going to have to play early and often, I think, because Khalil Barnes, injury issue. Riddle, off-season shenanigans. Yeah. Gentry Williams, injury. Rashawn Dinkins, out of position. Daniel, what if the glue that's coming out of camp is Zion Branch? I think he can be a solidifying force, and we will know his name. Kirby Smart will talk about Zion Branch in the safety room for Georgia coming the first time he steps upon him. He's going to be asked about guys that are surprising him and guys that are showing something, and I think he's going to say Zion Branch. I'm confident in this, and you should be confident too, because first couple of weeks he's going to get some playing time, Daniel. Like, wow, he going to get some playing time. There's my first flag.
Zion Branch, starting week 1. You going there? You gonna go there?
Well, there is already Riddle is already suspended for some amount of time that you and I will never know.
Yeah.
Okay. So just so we
could be the first 9 minutes of practice. We don't know.
Sure, I have no idea. It could be that he has to walk instead of take the bus somewhere. I don't know. All right. You don't know either. Nobody does. And Kirby Smart will never say. He's going to say, Kirby's 101. We're taking care of that. That's an internal matter.
Yeah, internal matter. You don't need to know.
You don't need to know. There's a high probability that he is starting week 1.
Wow. I give it like 5% or less. He starts.
If Riddle's suspended, who starts?
Khalil Barnes and Rashawn Dinkins.
You think those two? You think just definitively?
Yep, I think those two are going to start. I think Zion will get some playing time.
Okay,
but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think he's going to be the starter. And hey, listen, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe. Who knows? We're going to come back in segment 2. It's not a name that we haven't said all offseason.
Okay.
But it's certainly not the first name that comes to mind when you think about this position. And I'm here to tell you that it's not going to take long before he has moved all the way up the depth chart. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I do.
We'll be right back, but first these.
And these are, in fact, FanDuel. Look, Daniel and I love going to games all the time. We love going to events. There ain't nothing. We'll go to Clemson to a basketball game, sit next to the most obnoxious fans in the entire world. We'll go to Vanderbilt games, sit next to old men who have no business being there. We'll do anything and everything. And where we do is we do that on FanDuel. We'll go to Braves games. Don't know how many of those we'll see come October, but if there are, they're going to be there. And where we're going to find them is, in fact, over on FanDuel. We like following all of these and like going to the games, and we like playing a little bit more because we get a little bit more juice when we actually get to partake in watching and participating. It's so much more fun. MLB has daily dingers, another fun way to stay engaged with every day's game, whether you're following your favorite team or keeping your eye up on the matchups across the league. Every game has someone that's capable of going deep. Now you get the chance to make your prediction before the first pitch. One of my favorite parts about baseball is that every day brings fresh matchups and new storylines. Daily Dingers gives you another reason to pay attention to those games that the Braves will be playing. So if you're ready to play your game today, join the action at FanDuel.com. That's FanDuel.com to play Daily Dingers and make your free pick on who's hitting a homer. Play ball and swing for the fences on FanDuel, an official partner of the MLB.
Clint.
You said he's going to he's a name that people know, but coming out of fall camp, this name is going to be on the tip of our tongue because he might be persona numero uno on a positional chart.
Yeah. So let me just I'm not going to bury the lead. I'm not going to talk around it. Let me get the take out.
Okay.
And then I'll come back underneath it. Okay.
Great.
This is the take. And again, not a hot take. Just go and watch some film. Go and just use your brain for a second.
Okay. Great.
Caden Prothro will lead the tight end room in receptions week 1. Week 1. There will be no working him in period. There will be no acclimation to the system.
No.
Lawson Lucky, Ethan Barber, Elias Williams, Jaden Riddell. Listen, great players.
Great. Love them.
They will not catch as many balls against Tennessee State as Caden Prothro does. This guy is, the more you think about him, the more you realize they don't make them like this. He's 6'6".
Yep.
He's 240.
Okay.
He runs like a gazelle. Clint, I'm talking about go watch the breakaway speed when he is in a foot race with a corner and pulling away.
Okay. It is often misused when talking about tight ends, gazelle, big. When he has the ball on the sideline and he is running away from a cornerback, it appears as if the camera is doing distortion to the body size of the other people around him, only magnetizing his or magnifying his physical ability on. He's pulling away from defenders like he's a wide receiver, but at 6'6", 240.
Yes, and the catch radius, the the ball skills, where you can position him on the field,
everywhere.
We have been making a lot about, well, who's going to play that outside receiver role for Georgia?
Go ahead.
What if he's not a wide receiver?
See, that's interesting.
See, I think Caden Prothro is going to immediately step into this offense because he provides offensive firepower in the form of the passing game that I don't think anybody else does. Again, I don't think it's going to be a slow build.
No.
The closer we get to the season, the more I think this is the most loaded top to bottom tight end room Georgia's ever had. Five guys that literally I would be great if they were the number one tight end on the team. Sure. 5 of them.
Sure.
But I think he's going to be the best of all of them.
If you watch his film, his highlight reel from recruiting, which, by the way, he must be like a junior in the program by how you're talking about him.
Oh no! Sorry, what? No. He coming fresh out of high school.
Oh, okay. So he's first year. The first 8 plays of his highlight reel Do you know how many times his hand is in the dirt in line with the offensive line?
Why? Why would it be, Clint? Let me just ask you why.
0 of the times. You know how many times he is the furthest man from the line of scrimmage? 5 of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
most.
This guy can do everything. There's one highlight in which he is running over. He doesn't have just the speed to get away. He is barreling down on a defensive back and running over a safety. And the opposing team is jumping up and down the sideline after watching him run over the teammate's own player.
Because they don't care about him. He's dead and gone to them. They're here to see greatness. This is a guy that I'm telling you, it's like a guy who's got the size. Now, don't hear what I'm not saying.
Please listen to the man.
He's got the size of Darnell Washington.
Here we go. And then what?
He's got the athleticism of the guy that played with Darnell Washington.
He doesn't want to say the name.
You can't really say it, but I'm telling you, that's who this guy is.
Okay, people are going to think this is a knock on him but it's not. If you think, oh gosh, remember what Isaac Nada was supposed to be at tight end? Remember what he was supposed to be at tight end? Now he turned into a fine tight end that just was standard. Okay, he was supposed to be this uber athletic, incredible, versatile, go all over the field guy, vertical threat, yada yada yada. Prothro is we're watching him and we're getting reports. When you hear out of spring ball, the guy was taking AP prep courses. Okay, just less than a year ago, and already you have heard it come out where it's like, the slot? Yeah, don't worry. Prothro's the dude. Word out of everybody's mouth is that he is wrecking people.
Who are you going to put on him, Clint? Who are you going to put in there?
What are you going to
put a linebacker in there?
Nope.
You going to put a safety in there?
No.
You're going to take your nickel and put him in there?
I mean, there's somebody who will be like, yeah, let me put up on him and be like, okay. Like,
they said luck. That about some other guys too. But I'm just here to tell you, it's no knock on Lawson Lucky. Everybody knows Elias Williams is my guy.
He is your guy.
This is the guy. This is the guy.
People, this
is him.
I'm okay. Let me just quick scenario. Okay, scenario.
Sure.
Okay. We get 12 personnel out there. It has to be 13 technically because Prothro's out there. But Prothro's split out slot on one side. Talon Taylor out wide on the same exact side. You have H-back tight end over on the left. You have Lawson Lucky, Elias Williams, Ethan Barber, Elias Williams. You pick who you have over there.
Sure.
Okay, on the left side. You're going to motion Prothro in towards the line of scrimmage as Nate Frazier takes what could be a handoff in the RPO game to that far side with the two tight ends. Nope, just kidding. Gunnar Stockton keeps it. Prothro pivots as Talon Taylor is streaking up the sideline, taking the safety and the corner.
Yeah. Both linebackers, what are they doing on that handoff action?
Just sucked right up. And Gunnar Stockton just goes,
ball going to go?
Bloop,
ding,
over, and Prothro turns
literally playing pickleball here. Just dink,
dink,
just wee.
And Prothro turns upfield, and all he has is an out-of-position middle linebacker. Good luck.
No, not catching him.
You're not catching him. And a safety who's coming from the opposite side of the field to try to tackle him.
Deer in headlights, my friend. Deer in headlights. Pay attention. It's not a hot take.
No.
It's not a hot take.
No, it's not. But people ain't ready for it nonetheless. We're going to come back to this. We're going to give you another hot take, a plant my flag in it and see how Daniel approves of it. But first, these. It's been a hot minute since we've told the people, Daniel.
Yeah, between the banter.beehive.com. Listen, It's all of our takes. It's all of our thoughts. It's everything condensed into one place. We send out a weekly newsletter. It's absolutely free. Would love to get you signed up for that. Come straight to your inbox. Just go to betweenthebanter.beehive.com. That's BEEHIIV.com. There's a link in the description of this video or this audio, wherever you are listening to this. So happy to have you along for the season. Don't want you to miss out on anything that Clint and I are putting out this year. Make sure you're subscribed here to the YouTube channel or to the audio, wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatever. And then send us an email, lockdownbulldogs@gmail.com. As always, we would love to hear from you. Clint, you got one more for the people. You mentioned that I might need my bucket.
Well, maybe. I don't want to tell you need your bucket because it's a guaranteed. Okay. All right. So I don't.
So it's not guaranteed. You're unsure about this.
But there is an element that Kirby Smart has tempered and put some mileage uses on a couple of horses. Okay, let's just say that. And there might be a reason he put some mileage uses on some governors on these horses. Nate Frazier, Chauncey Bones. Is it fair to say that they have in their careers not been at full speed for long periods of time? Is that fair to say, Daniel?
It's fair to say. It wouldn't be unfair.
Is it also fair to say that Kirby Smart has many times talked about his running backs not having a lot of tread still left on the tire late on in the season and as their careers keep going into the NFL?
He's taking the long-term approach. He's the anti-Nick Saban in the sense that he's not trying to drive these people into the ground while he has them. I'm sorry. Are we not ready to talk about that yet?
I don't think they are.
Yeah.
Nick Saban, the GOAT, sure, like whatever you want. But people, come on. He used people. Like rinse and use. Can we pretty simple to say.
Yeah.
I'm ready to tell you who's going to be this year's Dejon Edwards. Okay. And it's not a hot. And Dejon Edwards, by the by, was not a second fiddle. He was amazing. Again, I watched a 13-play Kirby Smart death march in which Dejon Edwards had 12 of the carries on the 13 plays.
Yeah.
6 yards per carry.
Just absolutely stealing souls.
Bo Walker is going to be running back 3.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be a distant third, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be a role in which he gets to carve out somehow into it. No, Dwight Phillips, I like Dwight. I like his speed. I like what he brings to this game. I'm not excited if Dwight Phillips is my leading rusher in the fourth quarter. That's my personal type of football that I like.
You want a bigger, more physical guy in the fourth quarter.
I want a guy who likes snatching souls, Daniel. And that's Bo Walker. I think he's going to be in the top 3 of rushing attempts, rushing yards, and rushing touchdowns. And I don't think it's going to be distant, like I've already said. Chauncey Bones, Nate Frazier, I love that 1-2. I'm very happy we have them. But we got to stop talking 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
We got to start talking combo. You got to bring that uppercut after you do a little hook, a little jab, and you got to bring that uppercut. And I think Bo Walker is going to be that guy. He's going to be part of this offense in a big way, and I'm very excited for it. So, Daniel, peep the season preview that we have coming out on Friday.
Peep the season preview. Make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter to get it. So what you're saying is, can we institute this nickname? That would make Bo Walker.
Here we go.
Like the start button on the controller. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
If I have to explain it, you're too young. But in Mike Tyson's Punch Out, there were only 3 punches. You had the punch to the face, the punch to the gut, But then when you built up enough stars,
And what happened?
you had that uppercut. The lights started to flash. You hit him with the start button on the Nintendo because they were out of buttons at that point.
Yeah.
They did not have any more buttons
It was
left.
it was this, guys. It was a brick. It was a brick. You were holding a brick. Okay.
A brick with a wire coming out of it. The wire was only connected by the red and the white ones. They had pulled the black jacket had pulled completely off. But
so much electrical tape was used trying to reattach.
Much.
Never
you tried
could
to slide it back in there.
Nope.
It never would fit.
Never.
He's the start button of this offense. Chauncey Bowens, Nate Frazier been hitting you all game. They've been absolutely taking it to you. They're doing the heavy lifting.
Yes.
But in the fourth quarter, when it's death march time, all of a sudden the haymaker comes out. And Little Mac is.
Do you know how exciting that would be if you were Bo Walker? If this plays out, can I just Chauncey Bowens and Nate Frazier just again doing the dirty work of day in, day out, averaging 5.6, 6.2 yards per carry.
Yeah.
10 carries, 12 carries each. And then all of a sudden you get to the fourth quarter. Georgia's got the 10, 14, 17-point lead, and Kirby Smart is looking around for a fresh horse. If you went to Bo Walker today and say, hey, Bo, I want you to keep fresh, keep healthy, get on that bike, keep limber. When the fourth quarter comes around, I'm going to need one drive out of you, and I'm going to just ride you the entire time on one drive, and you're going to give me 80 yards and a touchdown.
Because
to seal
the ball ain't heavy, Bo. You
understand? Ooh, my goodness. What just like a caged animal ready to be unleashed in the fourth quarter finisher.
He's the start button. He's the start button of this offense.
I'm here for it, Daniel. You got another plant your flag on anything? Any other notes you want to tell the people?
Listen, I dropped them all in that season preview, so you can check that out. Make sure that you're there. But
you dropped a lot.
But I do think that we're going to learn a lot this fall camp. I do think that we're going to learn a lot about where people are, where position groups are, how things are doing. But there will be we're starved, right? When you're starved on a desert island and somebody puts a whole buffet in front of you, but you're not going to use moderation in your consumption. It's like John Smith at a tailgate. You know what I'm saying? It's choices are being made that are, let's just say they're not being governed by moderation. Okay? So that's fine. Here's what I'm here to warn you about. Okay? Public service announcement. Let's not get too high or too low this fall camp. Let's not read too much into the things that we are reading, that we are seeing, that we are looking at, the things that people, including us, are saying. So you hold us accountable for that. Listeners, we'll hold you accountable for that. Let us know in the comments where you're planting your flag this fall camp, what you think we're going to see, what you expect out of this Georgia team, what you are hoping for and excited about. We're excited to be here with you each and every day of this college football season here on the Locked On Bulldogs podcast. Make sure that you are subscribed and following along to get all of our content on here all season long. And for Clint, I'm Daniel. We'll see you guys next time.
See you.